Everyone assumed she was fragile. Few understood how hard she was fighting to stay whole. By this stage, Marilyn Monroe's mental health struggle was no longer hidden, but it was still misunderstood. What the public saw were delays, absences, emotional moments. What they didn't see was the constant effort it took for her just to function. Her mind rarely rested. Thoughts arrived in waves: doubt, fear, longing, hope, all at once. Silence was not peaceful for her. It was loud, and the louder it became, the more she searched for ways to quiet it. Medication had become part of her daily reality: sleeping pills, anxiety reducers, prescriptions meant to help her cope with pressure. At first, they felt like support. Later, they felt like necessity. The line between treatment and dependence blurred slowly, almost invisibly. She did not trust her own sleep anymore. Falling asleep felt uncertain. Waking up felt heavier. Fatigue followed her onto film sets. Concentration slipped. Memory failed her at the worst moments. Each mistake increased her anxiety. Each anxious moment worsened the symptoms. Studios labeled her difficult. That word followed her everywhere. But difficulty was never the goal. Survival was. Marilyn wanted structure, reassurance, understanding. Instead, she faced impatience, tight schedules, financial penalties. The industry treated mental strain as inconvenience, not injury. Emotional exhaustion was not an excuse, it was a liability. She internalized that message. If she struggled, she blamed herself. If she failed, she felt ashamed. That shame deepened her isolation. Admitting pain felt dangerous. Silence felt safer. Her intelligence was often overlooked. Yet she was deeply reflective. She questioned her patterns, analyzed her fears. She wanted answers. Why did success not bring peace? Why did love feel unstable? Why did confidence vanish so quickly? Therapy helped her see the roots: abandonment, insecurity, early instability. Understanding brought insight, but not instant healing. Awareness can illuminate pain before it soothes it. Mood shifts became more intense. Energy surged, then collapsed. Enthusiasm turned into withdrawal. Those around her struggled to keep up. Some walked away. Others stayed, but misunderstood. Public scrutiny made everything worse. Every breakdown became a headline. Every absence became speculation. Mental health struggles turned into entertainment. Compassion was rare. Judgment was constant. She feared being labeled unstable more than being exhausted. That fear shaped her choices. Sometimes she pushed herself too far. Sometimes she disappeared completely. Both were attempts to regain control. Loneliness fed the cycle. Without consistent emotional safety, her mind had no anchor. Relationships came and went. Trust was fragile. Attachment felt risky. Losing people reinforced her deepest fear: being left behind. Work remained her temporary refuge. When she performed, she focused. When she focused, the noise softened. But the relief never lasted. Pressure always followed applause. Critics often reduced her pain to personality: too sensitive, too emotional, too fragile. But sensitivity was not weakness, it was intensity without protection. Mental health support in that era was limited, misguided, sometimes harmful. Treatment focused on control, not care, on silence, not understanding. Marilyn wanted to be heard, not managed. She oscillated between wanting to disappear and wanting to be understood completely. Both desires came from the same place: exhaustion. The effort of appearing fine became unbearable. Smiling took energy. Showing up took courage. Existing under expectation took strength most people never had to develop. Despite everything, she kept hoping for balance, a life where success did not cost sanity, where rest did not feel like failure,
where vulnerability did not feel dangerous. But mental health struggles do not resolve on their own. They demand time, safety, patience, things fame rarely allows. Each year added weight. Each unresolved pain resurfaced stronger. Coping mechanisms lost effectiveness. The noise grew louder. Marilyn was not broken. She was overwhelmed. And the world around her never slowed down enough to notice. Her struggle was not a moment. It was a process, a gradual erosion. The question was no longer whether she was struggling. The question was how long she could keep fighting alone. And what happens to a mind that has been pushing for years finally runs out of strength? That moment was approaching. And when it arrived, the cost would be irreversible.